One of the main attractions to see and when you're at Camiguin Island is White Island. Now, this is the place where you come and you buy your tickets, and they assign you to a boat to take you out to White Island. White Island is a sandbar island out in the ocean, out in the sea. And if you look out there, kind of halfway up the right hand side, you see this little white strip out there. That is White Island. It's pretty kind of amazing how it just sticks out there and shows up. But it's a very popular attraction. One of the things that people love to do is they go out there before sunrise, and they can sit out there and watch the sun come up over Camiguin Island. Now, this is in one of the little boats. We're heading out to the island right now. It is really relatively inexpensive. I'm not stating fares simply because they change all the time, and but it's compared to U.S. standard, it's really inexpensive. And then we arrived at White Island. That's the boat we took. They will sit there and wait for you up to 3 hours and then take you back for that little price that you pay. But you see how incredible the waters are. You can view, it's a horseshoe sandbar island out in the sea. You can see Camiguin Island off there in the distance. But the horseshoe creates this really nice, calm little like bay for you to go out and swim in. The water is warm. It's so inviting, and you get out there and the sand is just incredible. It's very soft. Now there are some spots where there are some pieces of coral, but otherwise it's soft. Um, I had to I have to narrate over this because it was so windy that you couldn't really hear what I was saying over the wind. But absolute must. You can also come out here late in the afternoon and depending on time of year and watch the sunsets from White Island. And if you look at the end of all my different videos, you will see different sunsets that I have recorded, and they're going to be at the end of each one of my videos here on the Philippines. So such an amazing place to come to. Really highlights of one of the highlights of Camiguin Island. As you look at this umbrella, there are people who will come out and set those up for you because there is absolutely no shade on White Island. So be sure to bring your sunblock, and you can bring umbrellas like the Filipinos do and walk under them to keep the sun off of you, or you can rent them from these gentlemen. They do come in and they stake them down so they won't fly away. And you can see the umbrella flapping there. It was absolutely windy at the time we were there, but it works. So just remember that is available for you if you go out there to White Island. And as I mentioned, the island is in a little horseshoe shape with this great little bay. It's perfect for swimming in. The water is clear and clean and wonderful, great for taking pictures. And yes, as usual, everywhere we go, we have to kiss. When you're with the one you love. But yeah, it is just a phenomenal area to go swimming and dunking yourself. And you just kind of walk around on the island, walk in the soft sand with your bare feet. I did cheat and had water shoes, but oh well. But yeah, it's so clear, and with Camiguin Island off in the distance, it's just a really pretty sight. And here we are, we're getting ready to get up and leave. We head off to the boat. And of course, the girls, they gotta have to do their posing at the boat before we take off. But and then Roland and I have to take our last little shots and poses while we're on the island. But the other side of the island, the open seaside, you see it's very clear again. It goes shallow for a while, but then it gets quite deep. And it's not recommended to swim on that side because there can be some pretty strong currents there, and we don't want anybody to get washed away. Would not be a very happy ending. And as we're getting ready to get back in the boats, you can see how windy and rough the sea is. But those little boats, the way they're designed, are quite good at cutting through the waves. So we're back on the boat, piled up, getting ready to head back home, and actually going to go eat dinner and enjoy ourselves. So we are walking back to the Unwind Hotel, which is just down about where the orange flags are, quite close to the port where we were having to get onto the boats. And as usual, Paul is waiting for Nanette to finish her shopping. Everywhere there's booths, she wants to stop and look. So that's it. Please follow us. Please subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. If you do, we'll give you a free book. No obligations, no follow up, no phone calls. We're not going to try to sell you anything. Just text us or email us at travelwithrolar@yahoo.com, and we send you a free book as a thank you. So happy travels, and make sure you come to Camiguin Island.